Donald Trump. That's what he is. He does his own thing in his own way. He makes his own promises in his own mind. He has no principles that are not his own. He does his own thing. He's living by himself. It's why Republicans have got themselves into a bind now with healthcare, right? I get it. They want to replace Obamacare. I understand why. You don't want to have Obama be the reason that you're healthy all the time. It must be shitty. Plus, Obamacare doesn't sound professional, let's be honest. Sounds like every time you're gonna get hurt, Obama's just gonna come and give you a hug. That's what that sounds like. You're gonna be like, oh my God, my knee! And he's gonna be like, okay, bring it in. All right, come on, let's kiss it better. Come on, bring it in. Mwah. There you go. All right, get out there. That's what Obamacare sounds like. And that's why they want to get rid of it, I understand. I too would not want my healthcare to be named after the person that I did not like. That's horrible. So they want to replace it. What they didn't intend to do was replace it immediately. They were going to repeal Obamacare. That was the plan. They had no plan. For 7 years, Republicans told Americans, we have a plan to replace Obamacare. They did not. That was not true. They had a plan to repeal it, that was to get rid of it, but they had no plan to replace it. All right? 7 years. 7 years they told everyone, including Donald Trump. I feel bad for Donald Trump because he believed Paul Ryan. That was the problem. He believed Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan was like, we're going to replace Obamacare. We've got what we need to replace Obamacare. And Donald Trump was like, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Replace it with something so much better. So much better. The best. And then the day came. And you know what Paul Ryan basically was? Paul Ryan was basically like those guys who act like they have a gun, but they don't. And then their friends start fights with that confidence in mind. And then Donald Trump was like, we're gonna show them, all of them, Paul, take out the gun. Paul was like, I don't actually have a gun. I don't actually have a gun. Shoot them, Paul. Shoot them all. That's why the Republicans are screwed. It was a mix-up. Donald Trump thought that they were being honest, and they thought that he knew that they weren't being honest. It was a mix-up, because they're not on the same team. Now he messed them up, because the plan was get rid of Obamacare, and then only replace it after the 2020 elections. That was the plan. Then you've been in power for 8 years, you're in a good place. That was the plan, 2 terms. So they were like, repeal, no replace. And then Donald Trump was like, repeal and replace. They were like, no. Repeal, no replace. Basically, Donald Trump was like baby Groot. That's what he was like. And Republicans were like, all right, Donald, this is what we're doing. We're gonna repeal, but no replace. And he was like, replace. And they're like, no. Repeal, no replace. Repeal, replace. No. No replace. Replace. No! And that's where they are. But I don't blame Donald. He's living his best life. He's doing what he said. Fulfilling his promises. He said he was going to ban all Muslims. He tried. Huh? He said he was going to build a wall. He tried. You see what he said the other day? He said, I just came up with another idea, folks. Great idea! We're gonna build a wall with solar panels. Solar panels, folks! It's gonna be big. It's gonna have all the solar panels. It's gonna generate money. And I was like, in what world does a solar panel face this way? Like, where is the sun? That just blew my mind. I was like, you can't have a wall that's a solar panel. Solar panel has, we've seen solar farms. It has to be like this. It has to be tilted at an angle. So you'd have your border wall, but it would have to be tilted like this. Which means now you've just created a ramp for Mexicans to shoot into the United States. Oh man. Donald J. Trump. Fired the director of the FBI, which, by the way, I wasn't really opposed to. I just love that he thought that it wouldn't look suspicious. How are you gonna fire fire the person who's investigating you and not think that that's going to make you look bad. Come on, Donald. Now, in his defense, I too would fire a policeman who was investigating you. I think everyone would fire the policeman who was investigating. Let me tell you something. If there was a cop who pulled me over for a DUI and I could fire them, they would be gone. I wouldn't even waste time. Like, the cop would get to my window and be like, "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over? To get your ass fired." Why wouldn't you fire the cop if you could? Donald's just living his life. Don't hate on him. He's living his best life. Donald J. Trump. The J stands for Jesus. A lot of people don't know that. You see, the reason I don't hate Donald Trump is because fundamentally I've come to understand that Donald Trump's quagmire is that he does not want all the aspects of the job that he has. Let me explain this. Donald Trump wants to be president, but he doesn't want to do president. That's all it is. Right? Donald Trump wants to be president, but he doesn't want to do president. And there's a difference. Being president is easy. You wave, you fly in the plane, you cut the ribbons, you kiss the babies. That's being president. Doing president is hard. You study foreign affairs, you work on legislation, you pass bills in Congress. That's hard, it's boring, that's doing. Donald Trump just wants to be, you know? He just wants to have fun. And I saw it one day. The first time I realized it was when they drove a semi-truck onto the White House lawn. Right? The Truck Drivers Association of America went to visit the president, and so they drove a giant semi-truck onto the lawn. And Donald Trump jumped into the driver's seat. He was so excited. He was like, can I get in? Can I? And they were like, yeah, go, you're the president, whatever, man. And then, so he jumped in. But they didn't give him the keys. They were like, don't give him, don't give him, like, really, don't give him the keys. But he didn't care. He didn't care. He sat in the driver's seat, and you should go home and watch the video if you get a chance. He proceeded to fake drive the truck, complete with sounds from his own mouth. He sat there in the truck and he was like, It was the cutest thing in the world. He should have seen, like, he looked like an extra from Mad Max. He was just, And I realized that's all he ever wanted. He just wanted to be president. Huh? All America should have done is bought him a Fisher-Price My First President set. That's all you needed to do. Have him sitting at a little desk all day. What are you doing now, Donald? I'm signing executive orders. Good boy. What are you doing now? I'm gonna build a wall! Wow, and who's gonna pay for it? Mexico! I love how Mexico hasn't played into that game at all. Mexico has not participated in that game at all. Donald Trump was like, Mexico, gotta pay for the wall! Mexico's like, we ain't paying for shit, man. You're gonna pay for your stupid wall by yourself. Mexico's gonna pay! They're like, yo, we're not paying for that wall. We might build it, but we're not gonna pay for it, man. The truth is they're not gonna pay for it. Americans are gonna end up paying for it if it gets built. You know? And what's funny is Republicans have to indulge Donald Trump because essentially, I've realized Republicans have become like his parents. Right? They become parents of a spoiled child. And so they have to indulge his every fantasy. The rest of the world doesn't indulge Donald Trump at all. Only the Republicans who control Congress and the Senate right now. You know? They have to indulge, like you know, when you've got a kid, you have to encourage their fantasies. No matter what they see, no matter what they believe, you have to believe it with them. Look, Daddy, a unicorn! Yeah, I see it, kid, I see it. That's the Republicans and Donald Trump. It's like, a unicorn! And Mexico's like, yo, there's nothing there, stupid. Yo, your kid's a dumbass, man. But he's living his best life. He's doing what he said he would do. He said he was going to shake things up, and he is. The only thing I worry about, the only thing that has me worried, is his marriage. I don't think Donald Trump and Melania are having a good time. No, but I don't want to start anything. But I've been watching them. I'm concerned. I mean, we all saw them when they went on the trip together. He tried on multiple occasions to hold her hand. She swatted him away like a Slovenian Dikembe Mutombo. No, no, no. And I'm worried about that. I'm not just worried about them, I'm worried about the United States. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but it seems like Donald Trump and Melania are using the presidency to fight their marital disputes. It's something that has me concerned. All you have to do is listen to their rhetoric whenever they come out and speak. Although they're speaking to the American public, it feels like they're talking about each other. It feels like they're throwing shade. Yeah. I noticed that when Melania came out to make a speech about her platform as First Lady, it always happens, First Lady chooses what her platform will be. Michelle Obama said she was going to fix school lunches and working kids being healthier. And what did Melania Trump say? She came out and she announced her platform. No one forces you. She chose it of her own volition. And she stepped up to the microphone, and what did she choose? She said, I believe in this country, we need to fight against the online bullying. We need to stop all the people on the Twitter who is saying the bad things. Those people who are not nice online, we need to fight against it. And I was like, yo, do you know your husband, lady? And I thought it was a mistake, but then I was like, no. How do we know that was her plan? That was her using the presidency to jab her man. Like she got home that night, dropped the keys on the table. Donald was waiting in the next room. Hi, Melania. I saw what you said about me on the news. It was very not nice. Oh, hello, Donald. I didn't think you would be watching. I thought you were watching the cartoons. You know I watch the news, Melania. And I hope you know you started something. It's on. It is so on the most on. Do your worst, Donald. And so then he came out to get his revenge. What did he say at his speech? All these immigrants need to leave! We've got to get rid of all these immigrants, folks! Every single one of them. Gotta get them out! Your move, Melania. She made a speech at a women's conference. Sexual assault needs to be stopped. The men that are grabbing the women without the permission. We need to stop them all. It's like, yo, you guys need to handle your shit at home, man. Living his best life. And although it has become tense in America,